We will talk about judiciary and its judges, which is very important to know about their role during the last 1 decade and more. You know that India is a constitutional nation. We have our own constitution, and we have adopted the constitutional democracy, which means that the citizens of this country, they are to be governed in accordance with the constitutional principles. This is very clear. The things were normal about a decade ago, but subsequently after 2014, the things started becoming abnormal so far as the constitution is concerned. We noticed indirect assault on the Constitution of India, and this fact is very much resonate in our country. People started feeling it, and it all happened because of the present dispensation. BJP, the ruling party in India, we noticed that the democratic institutions, they were weakened. Their operations, their functioning was weakened. Particularly the institution of Election Commission of India. You know, the basic lifeline of any constitutional democracy is the power of vote which you possess, which has been accorded to you, conferred upon you by your constitution. That was weakened by the process of weakening the institution of Election Commission. We have seen the expose on vote manipulations by the Election Commission in connivance with the present dispensation was exposed clearly by the leader of the opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, in 2 or 3 press conferences. This is very, very concerning. Now, if we examine If we study the constitutional framework, then you will see that the whole layout of system of governance is laid down in the Constitution of India by our forefathers. And you know, this constitution came into being in application on 26th of January 1950, and subsequently our nation is being governed by the constitutional principles. Pandit Nehruji was the first prime minister, and you know, he laid the foundation of modern India at that point of time. You got IIMs, you got IITs, you got space centers, you got Bhakra Dam, irrigation dams for irrigation purposes, for agricultural purposes. So modern foundation was very much laid down during the presence of our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehruji. The point which I want to discuss with you, my dear friends, is that during the last 1 decade and so, what we have observed, the real intelligentsia in India is sidelined. Our fourth pillar of the state, which is called media, has fallen down. It has been gagged to raise the questions of national importance, of public importance. And you can well see that how the mainstream media, their channels, their anchors, behaves with this nation and its people. They do not talk about the issues of the public, issues of the nation. They have left questioning the present regime. And this media is letting this regime doing whatever they like. So this is very disheartening for the nation, for its people. But now, when the people of this nation came to know, realized this fact of assault on the Constitution, then it was too late. And now they feel helpless. They cannot question the government. If they question, they may be arrested, maybe fake FIRs lodged against them. They may be put to procedural harassment and all that. And the most worrisome part of this intervening period is that even the constitutional courts have bowed down to the present regime. And as I was explaining to you about the constitutional framework, I must tell you that the complete system of governance, rights of the people, vis-a-vis rights of the government and its functions, its powers, have been laid down there in the Constitution itself. It is incumbent upon any government, irrespective of their ideology and irrespective of their political affiliations, parties, when they are in the government, they have to act in accordance with the constitutional principles. They cannot deviate, aberrate from that path. And see, for example, as we have experienced and noticed over the last more than a decade, that this regime has been aberrated, has been deviated from the path of the constitutional framework. Then, how could we correct this? If the executive becomes recalcitrant, it shows recalcitrant attitude to the nation and its people, then what is the remedy left with the masses of this country? The remedy lies in the constitution itself. We have created judiciary and accorded it the status of guardian of the constitution, which means that judiciary is constitutionally bound to protect, to guard the tenets, the principles of the constitution. Judiciary is bound constitutionally to protect it. But we have seen it has not happened over the last decade or so. We experienced how the elected governments were dismantled by the present regime, intruded into the elected government, and they were removed unconstitutionally. What the judiciary did regarding this? There are many verdicts which has come from the judicial minds which are debatable today. We witnessed communal hatred, communal flare-up, which is not the mandate of our constitution. Constitution respects every religion, every minority. It is protected by the constitution. And if someone does any wrong, then law is there to take note of it. Today, being the legal professional and in the profession of advocacy for the past 3 decades, I feel today that India needs extraordinary judicial minds to tackle this situation. Otherwise, If we are unable to tackle this, then we could really, constitutionally, we can say this, that something is wrong there. Judiciary has to protect constitution and the democracy prevalent in this country, the rights of the people, at any cost. This is the bounden duty. Constitution has imposed duty on the courts, particularly the Honorable Supreme Court of India and all the high courts who are constitutional courts. They have extraordinary jurisdiction to tackle such situations. But I am afraid they are not coming forward. The system of justice has been bifurcated into two parts. One part belongs to the elite, the super wealthy people of this country. The other part, where we get nothing, that part belongs to the common man who goes to the courts and roll over there for years together in quest of justice. But they never get it. When they get it, it is of no use. So, what we need today is, in our judicial system, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ordinary judges. But if we see the past 10 years and more, we feel as we have no extraordinary judge left in this country, which is need of the hour. I hope you will understand what I wanted to say, what I wanted to present, communicate to you people, that democracy is a beautiful gift which has been showered to us by our forefathers. Don't lose it. Protect it. If you will protect it, it will protect you and your generations. Thank you. Thank you very much.